said soft! Ah!
Smashing! Uy, other money on.
Are you ready? Ready when you are. At the show. Yes, world. What's going on? This is your boy, Buddy Ramming.
It's your boy Droc the Mic.
And we are back at it, y'all, with another episode of the FunnyBidness Podcast. Now, before we get this episode started, I'm going to need y'all to click and like and subscribe to our YouTube page and follow all of our social medias at FunnyBidness.
Also, if you want to leave a comment or if you like something from the interview we do, take a clip of it, post it on your page, tag us so we put you on ours, all right?
Yes, sir. And for all of our show schedules and all that good jazz, follow us on our website, www.officialfunnybidness.com. Now, let's get this episode started. How about that, D-Rock?
I'm ready.
All right, for sure. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. Yeah, so without further ado, man, let's let our guests introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Corday. I write for our business, Creative Gang LLC, the first animation company in Sacramento.
My name is Jerome. I'm artist, animator for Creative Gang LLC, and our feature project is Samurai Security Guard.
I see y'all rocking the hoodie. So tell us about the Samurai Security Guard. Tell us about that.
It's a pretty simple concept, right? So you got a mall. It's in space.
Okay.
The mall in space has creatures, aliens, robots rolling through there. So, in order to keep the place safe, you gotta give the security officers some authority to handle business how they see fit.
Okay.
So they've been given authority of judge, jury, and executioner.
Okay, cool.
I like
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Now, all right, so it's called Samurai Security Guard. Is it anywhere, like, did you guys make the person based on yourselves, or is it like somebody random you thought of to make this person after? What made you make this guy the Samurai Security Guard?
So it's based off of like two characters, right? They're the main characters. Now initially, I'm gonna be honest, I came up with this idea when I did security.
Okay,
Right.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
facts, yeah.
Worked at a place, it's gone now, but it used to be downtown Plaza, right?
Okay.
And I used to do day shift, and then for a month they had me on night shift. So I'm in there trying to stay awake. I'm walking through the hallways. So at that point in time, I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh man, maybe that'd be a dope little concept. Go home and then start drawing.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's pretty good. Now, is the guy that you guys made as the Samurai Security, is he black?
So this is the deal, all right? The two main characters is like Asian dude and a dude who's actually of Egyptian descent.
Okay.
They're not even samurai.
Mm.
The original samurai is the leader of the institute that trains all of the intergalactic, interdimensional security officers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That makes sense. I mean, if Tom Cruise could be the last samurai, then we could have an Egyptian samurai. You know,
Yeah.
that's how we.
Well, why not?
That's how we fucking rock it. So, what made y'all want to say I'm gonna create an anime? Like how I guess how long y'all been into anime? That's a better question.
Sheesh.
Well, I've been working on stories and ideas for a long time. I knew back in 2015 that's when I met Jerome. He had ideas, I had ideas, and then we kind of came together and collaborated on the whole universe. And so Samurai Security Guard is really just one of about 40 different stories that we have right now. And so I've been in anime and comics since I was little.
Okay. Mm.
Is there any shows that you guys watch that you were like, these are kind of the shows we want to follow after? Was there any other shows that made you kind of go deeper into this and making this?
I've always liked Toonami.
Tsunami?
Yeah.
The feel that it gave you, it's like that futuristic, you get the futuristic feel, but then you also get the futuristic shows. It's like dystopian, sci-fi, mystery type stuff. I've always liked that kind of stuff.
Okay. What about you? What was you interested in coming up as far as anime shows?
I was always into things that were about futuristic robots and martial arts, man. Martial arts all day long.
I think that's like all black people.
That's
we
what we
always
did.
loved the Asian karate movies. That was our shit. Nobody
yeah.
could take that.
There's a documentary about blacks and kung fu movies from the old school in the 80s that's on Netflix. You check that out.
Check that out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys both work on this. You guys both make this. who is the drawer, who is the writer, or do you guys both do that? Both do drawing and writing?
Artwork is kind of falls in my wheelhouse.
Okay.
Right? Anything character creation, tech creation, background, all of that stuff is in my wheelhouse as of right now. Animation, that's me. My man is the dopest writer. You know what I mean? The script writing, scene writing, music writing. He's the guy.
Okay.
Nice.
And how long you been writing for?
I've been writing for a while. I feel like there's a crossover because it'll be like I'll come up with a character, but instead of me trying to come up with the time and trying to write it, I'll tell him the design and he'll just, what do you think?
Get it out.
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Or is
okay.
this clean? Or is this clean? And I'm like, okay, cool. And then it's the same thing when we're talking about the stories. I don't just write whatever. I'll come to him like, hey, what do you think about this? So it's like we still collaborate in both aspects, but we still handle each one, as that's the main thing we handle.
Okay, cool. And so y'all was recently at was it SAC Anime?
Yes,
All right, how was that? Tell us about your SAC Anime experience.
SAG Anime was number one, a learning experience.
Okay.
First anime convention we ever booth at. But once we got the hang of how to put, draw the people in.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
They're buying posters and all that good shit right off the.
Yes,
Okay, for sure. Good,
So
man.
it's like a big warm welcome, a lot of acceptance to you guys.
You know the thing is, like no matter what, like you're in the comedy business, you gotta show people what they're missing.
Yeah.
And so once we got out there and really was like, yo, no, you need to check this out.
Yeah.
That's when well, what are you doing? Oh, well, you got your own anime. And then they started coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So what's the goal with this? So you guys started making this. Where do you guys see yourself taking this?
This is gonna be a journey that we're gonna be on for the next.
For your life, bro.
Well, yeah,
For your
yeah.
life. This is
Yeah.
filmmaking, bro. This
This
is
is
movie making, bro.
This
You
is
make
it.
it. You follow your dream and your passion. It's believe forever.
The 40 stories that we have in mind are of all forms of mediums. Live action, 3D animation, 2D animation,
Graphic novels.
graphic novels even.
Nice.
And ultimately like what we want to do is have a space similar to even this one, like and our artists are in there, they're working, and then also kids from the community can come and then learn from those artists in their particular fields.
Okay. Because I remember we had talked before. You was talking about getting like a center like that for like kids. Delve into that a little bit about.
Man, so we both spent a lot of time at a nonprofit organization working with kids in the after school program. So we recognize the need and the huge gap as far as like the education of Black and brown kids to others. And so like when it came down to us doing what we're doing, we already had in mind that we got to get back in some form.
Yeah.
And so like why not have the professionals that are bringing in real money, creating the content, also be the ones to teach the children about the industry that they love.
Yeah. No, that makes sense though, because with anime, that's probably like one of the only forms of like entertainment, like TV watching, where you relate adults and kids both watch it.
Yes.
So it's just that perfect medium. For sure, man. I can dig it.
But it's not just learning from the professionals. It's also turning their passion into a business. They learn how to turn what they love to do into a business.
The curriculum goes from, say, if you're a novice or noob to becoming an expert. And then from being an expert, there's now the professional side.
Yeah.
You're a professional painter. This is how you market your painting. This is how you get paid for your painting. And then he even had the piece of, all right, now this is how you invest what you're making from your proceeds.
Yeah. That's tell us about that. Your learning curve as far as learning the business side of making anime.
Man, I feel like as we've had conversations with other professionals, the art piece is the fun part. When it comes down to the business, you got to make the business the fun part. Because, you talking about IRS and filling out forms and booking and following up with different vendors and whatnot. And that's less fun, but when you're successful at it, it becomes a part of the fun.
All right, cool. I like that, man. So what would y'all be doing if you wasn't like anime? Well, if y'all wasn't doing anime. You're supposed to say nothing. The rules of this is what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
think you saw me draw a blank. I don't.
That's the answer
Oh,
we want
it
to
matters,
see.
yeah.
That's what we're trying to see. That's what we were trying to see.
Panic? I don't.
Yeah, that's good. No plan B. That's what you're supposed to have. Exactly. That's what the fuck we try to hear.
And then how long ago did you guys start the LLC, and what made you guys choose that name for it?
That's a story right there. We'll try to condense it. All right, so we have been making dopeness even before we got the concept of making animated content. We were making in the nonprofit we were working for, we were taking popular songs and turning them into academic remixes, and we was rocking houses, bro, like auditoriums with 3,000 plus kids going crazy off of the content that we make. And then before long, somebody was hitting us up on some, hey, we're about to make that song that you made. And we were racking our brain like, how can you do that? How can you just... But he had arranged all the things. And so we had to make a decision. Are we going to be present in that? Or are we just going to, wash our hands of it? And so what we chose to do is, in the process of, recording the audio and then filming the music video, I had sketched out a company logo and then put it on the Photoshop, made it all nice and crispy, took that and put it on a shirt. And so now this shirt that we already knew was going to be a hit, this music video that we already knew was going to be a hit, I was going to be rocking the company shirt right in the front.
Okay. I like that. All right.
And then we made it an LLC 2 years ago.
There you go. Okay. So what else do you guys see you doing? Okay, so you got the Samurai Security Guard. Is there another show you guys are looking to do? Is there another venture you guys are looking to put on your LLC or put on your business that you guys are going to put out there?
So the interesting thing that we have going on is that we're creators.
Yeah.
And so amid the 40 stories, we got full-length movies, like he said, television shows, live action, and what accompanies all of these things are other avenues of creation. He's dope with the music. I mean, every now and then I might try to write a rhyme or two or something. You know what I mean? So it's these are all avenues that we can use to put out all of our creative juices.
So what we used to do too was promotion for other people, because I know how to use I know how to do computer stuff, and he knows how to do computer stuff and video editing, and so we would just take people's footage and compile it and make promo videos and aerial views and all that kind of stuff. So we would do that, and also we both audio engineers. So if people needed for music, or if people just wanted to record something, we know how to do that as well. So.
Okay. So you said you do music?
Yes.
What kind of music?
I make rap, but also R&B. I haven't released it.
Are you on the producer side, or you actually in the booth, spit? All right, nice, for sure.
I mix my own stuff.
For sure.
Okay.
All right, cool.
And you guys are both originally from Sacramento, born and raised?
I'm from the Bay Area.
Bay Area.
I was born in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. How do you end up here in Sacramento?
Man, my mama said it was time to go.
Your shit, we out of here.
How long you been out here, Sac? For a minute though, right?
Yeah, I was in kindergarten, I think.
Okay.
At Bret Hart Elementary School in South Sac, you know what I mean?
Okay. So you've been here.
You've been here, yeah.
You know this,
yeah. Well versed. Sure.
Okay. Now you said there's other things coming. Is everything you guys plan on making gonna be anime style, or is it gonna be just different things tried?
Our next two projects they have the potential to be 3D animation, and I think the next one after that is probably going to be anime also.
Okay.
So just staying in our lane for a minute to get the rep out, and then we'll break out and flex our muscles in other lanes.
So how many episodes do you have of the Samurai Security Guard?
13 episodes.
You have 13 episodes already made, or?
No. They're completely written out.
Completely, okay.
We've scripted the first 2 episodes, and we're animating the first one.
Okay. What's the process of taking it from script to now the final product of watching? The process. How long does it take to write out there? How do you put it together? How do you put it together?
I wanted to ask Chris. I don't know how to ask it.
Yeah, I don't know how to put that together. How do you do it?
So basically, we come up with the story first, what happens, and once we have the scenarios, let's say Jeff wakes up and he goes onto a shift, and then he has to stop somebody from shoplifting, and then he does like a triple backflip and kicks him in the face. So let's say we put that scenario, we put all the scripting, what everybody says, and then he has to actually draw Jeff while waking up, and then going down and then flipping and do all that. And then, just it's a long process.
Draw by hand?
Yes. I draw by hand, and then I'll throw it on a computer and color it. Usually in that process is when I'll break the pieces apart, and then that'll be the movement that you're able to see. Frame by frame.
That's wild.
And then, so how long does it take you to draw these things? Like, just like one scene, how long would it take you to draw?
So that's my problem, right? I'm OCD. I just out there. I'm OCD when it comes down to like. No, are you talking about the actual art, right?
I was gonna say, if you want to, we could grab it. We could, we can edit it. We can edit that part out to make it seem like you just here. Now it's like it's here, just poof, here we go.
All I gotta know the posters and the profiles. I didn't bring the actual art binder.
Okay.
A whole nother beast in itself.
Yeah.
Oh, see. My man, it's good.
Here we go. Whoop, whoop.
Delivery.
Here we go. Let's see this art that this anime that y'all been working on.
Whatever y'all can't see, it will be posted up on the video.
Let's see. So let's see. We got our main characters here. This is terrible vision. I know it's gonna be reflecting.
We're gonna
we'll
put it up close this shit.
Yeah. And I was gonna be sending him the actual imagery too. Okay. And so, yeah. All right. Let me do this the hard way, right? So yeah. So we got these two main characters, Samuel Kafai and Jeff Lannon, and they're the ones that are primarily focused on as they protect the space mall. And hold on, I got that too. I guess it's not there though. Yeah, here we go.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah. So you got the Space Mall Tandir here, and then the love interest of Jeff, Cindy. She's a froyo technician.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the stuff that they encounter, I think is some of the stuff that I love to produce. Giant cyber robot dragons and
you drew this?
Yeah.
This shit's wild.
Yeah, man. The slaying of giant ant Martian type creatures. You know what I mean? This is that one here. Let me see what else we got, because these are dope, but I feel like the latest posters that we did are my favorite.
Wow.
What?
That's hard.
So the Shadow Wolf coming out of different locations. You got baddies getting split, you know what I mean? And then, the Cobra Kai, or what is it, Snake King, you know what I mean? And then just going back to the basics, not being afraid of, just going, pencil and paper, and even taking that and making that, a piece of the artwork that we put together. I just wanted to give myself in the art as we're selling these posters to kind of pay for the production of our first episode.
Yeah. When did you discover that you had the talent to draw?
Man, so from Oklahoma, right? There, in the backwoods of Idabel, right? There were 3 channels on TV. Channel 3, Channel 10, and Channel 13. And
one game.
Most of the games?
He said, no,
what games, bro? It was take the dog and go for a walk in the woods. It was like that. So, like I'd be bored. Grandma would be like, draw me a picture, baby.
Yeah. And
so that's the first thing I do. I go in there and I'll be drawing pictures, and I've drawn pictures ever since before kindergarten, bro. So by the time I got into 5th and 6th grade, I'm drawing all the Spider-Mans, the Hulks. Get into high school, I'm exposed to anime, and that blew my mind, because once I got exposed to anime, and then I messed around and got a job at Blockbuster Video. Remember that?
Oh man, that was the spot.
Changed my life. I was like, Akira, what is this? Yeah, man. So I feel like all of that culminates to the dopeness that we're trying to bring.
Yeah.
You remember what it was like as a kid to wake up on Saturday morning, and be like, I got my bowl of cereal. I'm about to watch my cartoons. Yeah. Let's go. and we're really trying to bring that feeling back.
Yeah, man, y'all are on the way. So what y'all do is you get the Samurai Security Guard, you watch it, you get yourself a nice bowl of some motherfucking popcorn and shit like that.
It's right here.
The popcorn lady.
Baby.
Man. Popcorn baby
We gonna-
lady.
We
Listen.
We gonna get our fix real quickly on this shit like this, y'all. If y'all want something popcorn, y'all need to go holler at the popcorn lady one time and stuff like that. This is the birthday cake right here, man. We go.
Let me get some of that.
We'll get you some of that right there for sure, man.
And you can follow her at Popcorn Baby Popcorn 2022.
Yeah,
Look out for it.
Yeah, we got.
You're gonna see it in stores all over the place real soon.
Didn't you say she had like 300 flavors, bro?
She got 300 plus more.
Yeah.
Baskin Robbins ain't got shit on her. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for her, for real.
She got more flavors than Bishop Don Juan got hoes, bro.
Delicious.
The variety of the shit. So yeah, man, get you a bag of this. They're gonna be sold everywhere. You know what I'm saying? This is.
You might catch us.
We're not
at
gonna
our
say
next
it's crap.
time.
This is like crap.
We might have some of that on the side.
So we get that and shit like that. And while let's talk about sponsors, you know what I'm saying? It is tax season, so if y'all need to get y'all taxes done, holla at Simbi Taxes right here. Get your taxes done, because you know the rule. What is it, D-Rock?
The rule is if you don't do your taxes, you going to jail.
I don't
So you're
think
gonna
this
miss
is-
out on this anime show right here.
Is that a thing?
It's a thing.
You ask Wesley. Ask Wesley. He know about this, bro.
You can ask a few of these motherfuckers out here. And you make sure you get you some popcorn before you go to jail. So you know what I'm saying? At least you get some good flavor.
Yeah.
It might keep it off your ass. This right here might save your ass.
We'll put this on the books for you.
Yeah,
Shit like
so
that.
let them know up in there that y'all need this
There's
shit.
about 3 boxes of cigarettes out here, bro.
For real.
All right, man. Back to the anime. Back to the anime.
So what? Okay, was it always a thing to make it to be out of space, or was that like something that came in later? What was your original thing?
So I think the whole concept as a space mall just gave it a whole range of different individuals and creatures and stuff that we can interact with. And why would you want to give security officers authority of judge, jury, and execution? You got to be going up against something crazy in order
Yeah.
to.
I mean, that's how they basically treat the police here now. Shit, judge, execution, all that good shit. That's
Pretty much how we live.
yeah. Goddamn.
I think that's what's going to be interesting because as you watch the show, we're going to be touching on a lot of
Social issues, good stuff.
That's
man.
good. Now, with it being security guards, is there real police? Is there police they call, or they don't even need them?
They don't need
They
them.
don't-
So he's not looking to be a higher up job of being something more than security
I
guard.
mean, not unless they about to get into management
Yeah.
and all of that other
Well,
stuff.
they got one guy. Remember that guy who just no forcing, and he just like.
Yeah, but is that a position though? I thought that was just his thing. So we got a guy. So in the universe that we've created, we are beings, right?
Okay.
You got dogs or mutants, right? You know, Wolverine and whatnot. They're creatures, right?
Living creatures.
And then beyond that, you got cats. Like you might have remember the Watchmen.
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan.
The Dr. Manhattan.
He's a force.
He was an energy person. Then he was able to that's called a force. And so oftentimes human beings, creatures, they can't do nothing to no force.
Yeah.
But you got one dude on the team who can basically just show up and be like, nah, bro. And everybody that's in their range go, oh, yeah, my bad. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like Debo.
Yeah.
Basically.
Basically.
There you go.
I like that. I want to play Debo.
You want to debug?
Hey, we're gonna talk.
That's what.
We're
Are
gonna
y'all
talk
canceled?
about
Are
that.
y'all canceled? We got characters. We do voices. Come on.
I'm with that.
Tired of the show.
We're tired.
we
of
try to be
playing
some
with
anime.
characters. Yes, let's go.
I
Yeah.
feel it. I'm ready.
Yeah, we try to
That's
be some
dope.
anime. Hell
I
yeah.
can see it.
So where do you see your guys' self 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Where do you guys see yourselves?
Multiple contracts moving with Netflix, Hulu, and Crunchyroll, and you know our location, servicing the community, and really just changing the fabric of the community that we come from.
All right.
Cool. Well, before we wrap up, we do like to ask people this. This is their chance to kind of tell us who is your Mount Rushmore. Who are the people you looked up to that got you into this or made you, so even your grandmother, because she was somebody that kind of always told you to draw. So who are like your 4 people that y'all would put on your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, they give us your top 4 animes.
Ooh.
Yeah, both. Yeah,
Yeah,
4 and 4.
Yeah, 4
4 and 4.
4 by 4.
That's That's tough.
Yeah, one thing I'll do
as
two
far
and
as-
two.
As far as
Yeah.
comics, I've always liked Stan Lee. You
Mm.
know,
Yeah.
he was a iconic.
There's a artist, and I don't even know his name, right? But he had the comic book called Gold Digger, and it was like a cross between anime and like old school comic. The way that he drew his characters, like I really based my style on that because it was something like I'd never seen for such a long time before I developed my own style. Yeah. As far as a person, you know, like you said, it was legit. Like it was Granny the whole time. Granny Fanny Spagner, right? She was the OG and was, you know, always go ahead. Oh, that's so nice. We're gonna put that on the refrigerator, baby. Like,
There's something about artists and their connections to their grandmas. I feel like that's just a universal thing and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the truth. Parents don't understand.
Parents are like, yeah, no.
Grandparents, they
yeah.
definitely.
you gonna have to get a job.
Yeah.
Forget all this drawing stuff. Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah.
That's real. Okay.
I think we even have a grandma character that we actually was gonna have like a quantum type grandma. She got like grandbabies that she's tapping in on different planes of existence and stuff.
I like that. That
Yeah,
could work.
yeah.
Okay. But Stan Lee. Let me ask you something about Stan Lee. Now, did Stan Lee do Marvel and DC? Did he write all those comics?
Marvel.
Just
Or just Marvel?
Yeah.
So who did DC?
They had a whole slew of artists over there
People that
too.
wrote those. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I always wondered that. I'm like,
Which movies do y'all prefer, Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Okay.
I'm a DC fan over Marvel, but I feel like Marvel has better movies than DC.
So this is the thing. If you want to get involved in DC movies, it's their animated movies you want to.
Their animated movies be like rated R, hardcore type.
Their
of shit.
animated movies are fire though.
I'm gonna check that out because I haven't watched it yet.
Like Son of Batman.
We see clips on like YouTube and them shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Batman versus Robin. Like yeah, those are classics.
Okay.
You would think.
They get down.
Yeah.
You know, they get down.
They boogie.
All right. So we said Stanley and we said Granny Fanny.
Yes.
All right. Those. Okay. So who else y'all got? Who's your other two? Y'all go one apiece. See, that make me think. I like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
though.
yeah,
That make
yeah,
it,
yeah.
you ain't just giving it to any old person.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
You ain't just no random motherfucker.
You know, my mom has always been like, why don't you take your art and go to this business and, you know, paint on their windows, or maybe you should take your art and go to this business and do this, that, and the other. I think as far as like promoting or being involved, she was very opposite of what most typical parents are like. You're gonna have to go get yourself a real job, da 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 da. So she's always been tossing ideas out how to make the art the job.
Okay.
His mom is very supportive
I
too.
was just about to say, I'd have to say my mom and dad. I have to use them as one.
Yeah,
That works.
Parents.
They've been supportive of everything I do, and without them, I couldn't really do much. So I feel like they've always been there. So
That's dope. Okay.
I always make fun of him. I'm like, look at you.
Yeah, look at you, the two parent.
Two parent home.
You two parent ass nigga. Right ass nigga.
I like that. I like that.
That's good, man. All right. So then, okay, what's y'all 4 anime shows? Like for life. Like these are my 4 shows. Nothing can ever top these.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump in first. Akira. If you're a kid of the old school, Akira is the first anime that I seen. It burned a hole in my brain.
Okay.
After that is Trigun. If you ever get to watch that whole series, it'll blow your mind. Then I jumped to like newer things like Full Metal Panic, not Alchemist.
Okay.
Full Metal Panic, and primarily the 3rd season, which is called Fumofu.
Okay.
You will not stop laughing until the very end episode, I assure you.
Okay.
And then as far as like, I mean, I'm watching Chainsaw Man right now, and I'm hanging on the end of the seat for that one.
That's some gangster shit.
See, I'm gonna have to like, where are these shows at? Because I haven't watched any anime like this.
If we want to like get caught up and be part of the anime cool gang, where would you direct us to go to
I
watch
think
the best
the
anime?
easiest route is Crunchyroll right now.
Crunchyroll.com.
Yeah.
Okay. Check that out. Crunchyroll.com. All right, we're gonna check that one out.
Sure.
Okay, so those your 4. What's your 4, boss man?
That's tough. My favorite anime of all time is called The Count of Monte Cristo, and there's a book called The Count of Monte Cristo that it's based off of, but I haven't read the book, but the anime is just incredible.
Okay.
I like it.
Because I don't think you used to have a movie about that too, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically about a guy who, him and his best friend are. A guy has a best friend, and his best friend is jealous, and he likes his woman, so he frames him for a crime he didn't commit, and gets him locked up in a space prison for 40 years.
Don't be jealous, guys.
Yeah.
If there's a disclaimer in there, don't be jealous.
Sounds like a couple of haters.
And then he comes back years later, but nobody knows who he is. He looks different. He has like billions and trillions of dollars, and he just like comes and starts getting revenge. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Stunning on them hoes
Yeah,
too. That's right.
Crazy.
I like that. All right. Okay. All right. So that's one. What's your other three?
So Gurren Lagann. I like Gurren Lagann, which is
Gurren Lagann.
these people like live underground with these, and then the guy finds a giant robot one day, and then they like go above the surface and they find out why they can't go to the surface, and it's just crazy. It's pretty crazy.
All right. All right. And then your last two.
See, there's one. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it pops in my head. It's called Eden of the East, where it's basically about a guy who he lost his memory, but he has a phone and it has $10 billion on it. So anytime he makes a call, it'll subtract some of his money, but it'll give him whatever he wants. So he could say, "Hey, just buy this building," and they'll just buy the whole building, or he could get a flight anywhere. He could do anything, and then you find out there's 10 people with phones, and they all have to take each other out, but nobody knows who each other are. And then if your money runs out, then somebody in a black suit comes and takes you out. So it's pretty crazy. It's like a mystery.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I wouldn't make no calls.
I
Hey,
need
you call me. Stop fucking calling.
I'm gonna call you when I got any time in this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you when I got my any time.
Down to my last dollar. Well, time to break that phone.
Let me call you
Yeah,
collect.
exactly.
Let me call you collect real quick. These shit.
Wow. I'm gonna check that show out. That might be my new show. All right. And then what's your last one?
Last one, there's a show called Dr. Stone where
Dr. Stone. Okay, for sure.
where basically everybody in the world gets turned into a stone, like a statue.
Oh, okay.
And one guy, he's in there, like he's a statue, and he's thinking in his head, "I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna stay alive. I'm gonna stay alive." And then like 3,000 years go by, and it's like thousands of years, and he's still thinking, "I'm gonna stay alive." And finally, he breaks out. And then, like, the world's just completely different. And you see other people that have got out, but then the majority of the people are still stuck in stone. And they have to, like, free everybody. It's crazy.
And they use the power of science to do it.
Yeah.
Dr. Stone?
Yeah.
Dr. Stone.
Okay.
I need to check. Okay, so we got some shows to check out, man. Y'all make sure y'all check.
I'll go check out Dr. Stone. I'm gonna go check out Dr. Stoner. That's how we go keep it rocking.
I'm gonna be stoned while I watch it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Now let me ask you this. I just have one last question for you. Now, have you ever interested in doing like the comic strips on like the newspapers or anything like that? Did that ever pop in your head as something that you was interested in doing growing up?
Not really. Like, I mean, at one point in time, I was always into making my own stuff because I didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? So before I even got my first like comic book, I had already made my own characters.
Yeah.
So by the time I got to seeing that, there were comics in newspapers, like I'd read them, but I wasn't like necessarily interested in having anything I wanted in there. I was talking about cartoons since the 5th grade.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Well, shit, man. That was
Cool.
That was very insightful, man. We appreciate y'all coming out here.
Thanks for
man,
having us.
and
Yeah,
giving us y'all game, man. We appreciate that. This might be on Patreon. Cause
This might be.
This
We
is
see how
a
it goes
game
and
that
shit.
y'all didn't know nothing
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
till you
sure.
learn.
Popcorn.
Yeah, before we do get out of here, we gonna do one last shameless plug. Shout out to the popcorn lady, you know what I'm saying? And be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube page and follow us on all of our social media challenges, our social media platforms. Official FunnyBidness.com is the website. FunnyBidness is all of our social media pages. And
As you can see, a nigga will steal it.
He
This
said, stole my mama.
it is so good. You may not smack your mama, but you gonna smack somebody. This will make you smack somebody.
Sure.
Be very careful.
And don't forget to go holler at Simbi Taxes to get y'all taxes done. Because you know what they say, D-Rock.
If you don't do your taxes, you going to jail. That's
So,
just how it
click
goes.
that link right there. Get your taxes done.
Make sure you guys give me your handles, man. Where can they find you guys at?
Creative Gang on Instagram, CRE8IVEGANG.
Same with the website. CreativeGang.com, CRE8 IBEJNG.com.
Okay. Is that where the show's gonna start off at when you guys start putting them out?
It's YouTube.
YouTube.
Okay, cool.
Same there. We on YouTube too.
Creative
Follow
Gang.
us on YouTube.
Yeah, man. So check out the Creative Gang, man. And like I said, if y'all like a clip, cut it out, post it, tag us so we can tag you back. All right.
All right.
Keep supporting black businesses. We're gonna support you back.
Yes, sir. Hey, show. And my name is Buddy,
My name is Drocdamic.
and this is the Funny Business
Business
Podcast.
Podcast.
And we are out. Boop, boop.
Peace out.
Yeah.